Today, I'm riding around with Pops because he wanted to do a walkthrough of all of the family companies. Now, I've already been through Road Enterprises Global with my uncle Latavius, but he plans on showing me the Callaway companies. This should be fun.
Ooh. Huh.
You are blessed, you are black, you are beautiful, and can't nothing stop you from getting on your grind. You will make this money, you will continue this merger, and you will build your little brother up so that he can one day take the throne. You're gonna walk up in there, you're gonna take what's already yours, and you're gonna tell that old man that if he got a problem with it, he could stay alive. Now, walk up in there and do what you gotta do, bitch. Who's the baddest bitch? Good morning, my handsome gentleman. Good morning, babe. You look well rested. Good morning, Amari. I heard you have a big day today. I hope you're ready, because you have a lot of information to learn. Go ahead and get dressed. Yeah, you're right. I've been so excited for today. Now, I do have a whole lot of questions, because we haven't really sat down and talked about everything. And as far as I know, I'm assuming that everything is going to one day be mine. And I've been stressing so hard about how I'm going to bring both companies onto one, because I don't know how y'all do it. That's a lot of work. Well, kid, you're in luck, because honestly, you don't have to organize anything. That is the whole purpose of why I'm doing things the way I am. Woo, that is so relieving, Dad. When I tell you. Well, I'm glad for the relief. But honestly, anytime you have any questions, come and ask. And you better believe you have a bright future with both companies, but you need to get your full education first. That is something I don't play about. Alrighty, I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Today is the day for me to walk my kid through all of the family companies, and I'm so excited because Milan just finished his renovations on Callaway Industries. Let's be real, he tore the building down and put a brand new one there. Either way, I'm excited to show my kid around everything.
Mm-hmm.
Q Dog, Amari, I'm glad y'all made it. Man, one thing about your husband, when he said he gonna renovate some shit, he ain't lying. He tore this whole building down and gave us this new one. I can't lie, I'm in love with it. I was mad at first. Grandson, you still hip? It's good to see you, kid. Man, Pop, I ain't seen you in a minute. I feel like I ain't been over there because it's been so much construction and stuff going on. I got a whole new school I gotta start, but you know how that goes. Well, I'm sure your bonehead daddy got something to do with that. Man, listen, we've been making money, and you know you could go to your grandparents' house anytime, just like you go to the Crawfords. Well, anyways, Grandpops, I heard that y'all was getting a new house built over there. Now, where did you hear that from? Pops, you know the streets be talking. Anyways, I'm gonna come over there and pick my room, because I'm ready to get into streaming and stuff. You already know I need to come over there and set up so I can have something nice, something modern, because they not gonna let me do it in our house. You know they old for real. Now, Pops, Grandpops, now that I got both of y'all here, I actually wanted to talk to y'all because I'm having some girl trouble. I don't know who I want, and I talked to Daddy Milan about it, but I don't think he's pretty much gonna be no help. Listen, when it come to girls, you came to the right spot. And I know that your father raising a woman, but same thing. Anyways, the big issue, the thing that he's not telling you is that he's really in love with his best friend, Milan's best friend's daughter. Dad, you ain't have to air me out like that. Will let Milan know? No. Exactly. It sounds like a love triangle to me. And whoever else is on the other end of that triangle, you might want to let it go. Dad, didn't you have a love triangle back in the day? It's been a minute since I've spent some quality time with the family, and today's actually going to be a very big day for Milan and the family. So why not go over and have some drinks and listen to the family banter?
Bored.
Milan, I am so proud of you, kid. Thank you so much. Mom, thank you for what? What did I do? Thank you for doing exactly what it is I raised you to do. You are the person that's going to carry on the next generation. I hope you see that. There's so much we need to talk about. Well, starting with the obvious, I'm publicly taking over the company, even though that's something that everybody already knew I did. But I am publicly bringing Latavius in because it's his time. I will make him the president of that company. And if anybody has anything to say about it, they could come and see me in person. Other than that, make me an offer. And we're not for sale. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If I put him there, nobody's tearing my brother down. Listen, I didn't want to be the one to tell you, but I have to because he's not going to tell you. But your father is sick, and it's not looking good. Really? No, not at all. Well, I'll be there every step of the way to pop him upside his head. I won't let nothing happen to that old man. Listen, in all seriousness, this is the time that we need to stick together. I need you all to operate in love. Now get ready for your meeting, baby boy. It's time. Mom, I don't know why everybody's making it a big deal like I don't already operate the company. But you're right. You're right. Today's meeting is definitely going to be very bittersweet. We already know what it is. Father is stepping down from his position, and that means I have to fulfill all of his roles. But we're ready. Mr. McManus, thank you so much for dropping what you had going on and meeting me here. I have so much paperwork I need Milan to sign, and today's going to be kind of hectic. I also wanted to say thank you for all of your service. This has been the best time of my life and my career. Thank you for the opportunity. The pleasure has definitely been all mine. I'm sure Milan is close by. Let's get to the boardroom and go ahead and set up. Before I leave the building today, we're going to sit down and talk about some additional benefits for you. Not just a raise, but an upgrade. Well, good evening, gentlemen. Not you over here doing my job. Well, Mr. McManus here has worked for our company for several years, and his father for several years before that. So you know we have to take care of him. And I'm sure that with you in charge, he's going to be well compensated and taken care of. But I will set it in stone first. Father Rowe, again, much appreciation and thanks from me and my family. But the official minutes have started for this meeting. Feel free to start whenever you're ready. Yeah. We don't have to be so formal. It's literally my last meeting. Well, with that being said, we already know why we're here. So you two feel free to sign your contracts and let the merger begin. And Mr. Roe Callaway, thank you for allowing me to serve. Son, thank you again. Please do well with my baby. Now, are you talking about the company or your son Latavius? Because either way, you know I'm going to take care of him, right? Well, speaking of Latavius, Father Rowe wanted to amend not only his will, but the structure of the company. Yeah, that's right. I figured it was time, and listen, I'm not going to fight you on it. You spent your life making sure my son was ready. Well, Mr. McManus, from me personally, thank you so much for all of your service. In my first 100 days, I do have a 100-day plan on how I plan on unifying the entire structure of our company, and that does include all of the Callaway companies as well. Oh, thank you, old man. I never thought you would ever give me a chance, bro. Thank you so much for seeing me as I am. Listen, son, you have a long road ahead of you. I am so sorry that I spent so much time leaving you out, but I'm glad that your brother was able to teach you everything I couldn't. You're destined to do great things, and that chair will be yours.
Abgor, you flung. Watanini, show big kappa.
The kid and I had a long day today, but before we head home, there's one last stop to make, and it's actually to the company that runs it all. What Amari doesn't understand, that the true seat of power is actually here, and he spent so much time stressing about things that was beyond his control. Alright kid, welcome in. So pretty much we run both family companies from the comfort of this one office. I run the entirety of the operations of Callaway from here. Now over here, your uncle, Latavius, has been working on his vice presidency in operations for the family company on your granddad's side. And the art is kind of cute. And I'm not going to show you the bar because that has nothing to do with you. But of course, there's a bar indoors and outdoors. There's a condo up top. It's a nice little spot. So if we're ever working late and you don't know where we are, we're probably here. Now for Le Coule Garam, this is the seat of power. Your father actually runs both companies from this very seat. He owns 70% stake in both companies. I own 30%. So we've already merged both companies. Are you serious? 70 to 30? That seems so outrageous, Dad, when you think about it. Like, how did you let him get away with that? I mean, I would never let somebody give me 30% of an entire deal. Well, it might sound bad to you, but when you take 30% of billions of simoleons, you have a pretty healthy income every single year as opposed to nothing. I just don't understand how the Callaways have nothing. I thought you shot for the stars. Well, we did shoot for the stars, kid. But sometimes things don't go as planned and you have to roll with the punches. If I could be completely honest with you, it's because of your father that we're all able to still make income. Well, if they're not making any money, why is the show called the Callaways? And why did we go to the Callaways Industries? And, why do they still exist if they're not that important? Well, kid, it's not that we're not important. It's that Milan is working on a plan to revitalize our name.
Nada. Huh.
I had a fun yet long day with Pops, but I'm hungry, man. I'm finna get in the house and get me something to eat, and then I'm gonna sit down with Dad, because I know he has something to say about it. And I'm sure there's more I gotta learn.
Who knew? And the nuke! Tip buoy binja!
Good evening, y'all. I'm glad to see y'all made it back to the house. Y'all look good. Hey, Quinton. Amari, I'm glad to see you too. You gotta tell me all about your day and what you learned today. But I am finna heat this plate up though. Give me 1 second. I wanna get comfortable first. Alright, my plate hot. Now give me my hug. I'm glad to see you. Come over here, let's sit down. Tell me everything. I want to hear all about your day. Now I hope your pops was able to answer all of your questions, but listen, I'm here to fill in any gaps. Come on, that phone ain't going nowhere. What's going on, Dad? Yeah, today was a good day. It was long, but it was good. I feel like I got a chance to see everything for myself. And I saw all the new changes that you made, all the reorganization and everything. It makes a lot more sense. And I could stop racking my brain on how I'm gonna fix everything when it comes my time to lead. But I do have some questions remaining. Like, why is your seat the seat of power? He told me what it means, but why? Well, the simplified version is that I had to take ownership of both companies and unify them into one. And the one thing that the government would not let me do was create a central bank. So I allowed the Omnis to do that and to lease the airspace above all of our properties, which is how we maintain our billionaire status. Smart, ain't it? So I have two questions. The first is, why do the Callaways only get 30%? That seems a little unfair, or am I just not understanding what that means? And my second question, where do I fit into the company? It feels like I'm only going to be on the Callaway side, but I have so much to offer to the Rose, and I just want to understand where I'm going to fit in one day. But I did hear that you were making space for me at the row office, so thank you. Well, did you get to see it yet? No, I was told you were about to do the renovations. Oh, okay then. Well, that makes sense. Anyways, you'll see that in due time, and like I said, I'll explain that as well. To answer your first question, kid, yes, the Callaways do take home 30% of all sales after the merger from Rowe and Callaway. So it's not just 30% of their own. Okay, so that 900 mil should be a bill soon, huh? Now you thinking with your head, kid. And if I'm being completely honest, there is a bigger plan in store for the Callaways to make them the billionaire family they once were, but better. And for you, I have a bigger plan for you. No, you won't just work for the Callaways. You will sit in the seat of power one day. But today's not that day yet. Just play your role, kid. You'll be alright.